I'm doing a free vitality session for you. That's to give you all an experience, if you haven't had one before, where you can experience the work that I do in all of my sessions with every one of you. So if you've been with me in a session, this is a part of what I do. And if you haven't had an opportunity to meet with me one-on-one or somewhere in a group setting where you've been able to experience, that's here today is again what you are going to be experiencing with me. So I'm super thrilled that you're here. And one thing that I'm most excited about is for those of you who are here because you are, or for those of you, excuse me, that are here because you are looking for like, hey, how can I level up in my healing practice that I have? Or I've tried a few different programs and I haven't quite gotten it how I want it to be. I'm not maybe getting the exact results that I'm looking for. Or perhaps you're someone who says, hey, I'm doing a lot of work and I am having some success, but it's taking a really long time. The processes that I'm using are very lengthy and they're super long. And I'm looking for something to kind of bring all this information I have together to kind of shorten it up and maybe a little more intuitive instead of quite so, let's see, how would you say it? Kind of formatted, like let's turn it into more of a fluid flow versus feeling like I'm doing a lot of checklists only. So if that's you, I invite you to put yes, that's me in the chat, or I'd love to learn a little bit more about this in the chat. So I have an idea. Are there several of you who are excited to learn and experience this process so that you have an idea of what you may be able to start learning yourself as well? So, alrighty, thank you again. I'm from Julia says, great, yes. And Elaine says, always excited to learn something. That's great. As one person told me recently, she's like, it was a really great quote. She said, I can't help people who are curious, but I can help people who are committed to learning. I was like, wow, that was actually true. Sometimes we fall in that category of I'm curious, and I'm just kind of interested in what's out there. And the next category is like, I'm absolutely committed. Like I want to learn and I'm going to figure this out. So, all right. Well, right now I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes with me. I'm going to shut my camera off just for a little bit here through this part of the process. Let's just together close our eyes so we can become very centered and focused and bring ourselves here together, leaving off our attention from everywhere that it's been today, all of the busyness and demands of the day, setting all of those things aside. Take a breath, inhale, and just release, letting all of those things float away for another time. And another deep breath. And just relax. And now we're slowing down our minds, our bodies, becoming in a single space of connectedness. Feeling that living space all around. Noticing that sense of life in the space all around. And just being present and feeling connected with that sense of life in that space all around. And noticing how this life and this space extends far beyond where our eyes could see. And yet, as we are in essence just one, we are also able to experience this oneness or connectedness with all of this sense of life all around. So now we're going to bring our attention through our energy centers and feeling the frequency of life and love flow in. And so as we start the energy center of one, place your attention there. To just receive that sense of life and love. And now moving up to 2. Just receiving that sense of order and all things working together in harmony. A sense of trust and security. Experiencing this frequency in a way where it's filling all of the spaces and places within the center. From your backbone all around to the front. And now moving our attention up into the next center. The third center. It's receiving frequency and energy flowing in and filling this space. Feeling a sense of increased confidence. And feeling that life that's waking up inside you in this center. And now into energy center 4, lifting your attention to the space, keeping an awareness of all of the things that are in this space, and receiving the frequency of love and harmony here, allowing your body to receive and feel and experience this increased love and harmony. Feeling that energy create that essence or sense of expansion within your chest. And anywhere that there's a blocking or there's anything that is in the place or space that is preventing this love to flow in, set that aside. And now moving our attention up into the next center, the fifth center. Observing and noticing all the areas in that fifth center. From your neck down to your upper parts of your chest, down your arms to your hands. And now just receiving into every space and every place the sense of truth and love, trust, the powerful sense of life flowing. Laying aside worries, doubts, observations that pull us away from feeling and experiencing. Noticing that movement of frequency and energy within your throat. Traveling down through your shoulders, arms, elbows. Allowing densities to move and release. And now moving our attention up into the sixth center. Again, putting your attention there to notice all of the parts and places and spaces. Now receiving the energy of love again here. Opening and receiving that sense of knowing and understanding. Feeling the movement within the sixth center as energy is restructuring and reorganizing. Feeling shifting and warmth enter this place as we receive this energy of love. Now moving our attention to our seventh energy center. And opening that center to receiving, again, love, communication. Feeling this area come alive, sense of life and brightness. Feeling motion and movement as this energy and frequency takes effect. Feeling both sides of your brain begin to harmonize and balance. And now moving our attention to our eighth center. Just feeling that life and energy up above our heads, as if it is like a channel that directs the flow of light and energy down through our body. That's good. And now we are going to direct our attention to the field all around. Noticing the different layers or different depths that we have. And bringing in the energy of, again, love and harmony, truth. Feeling that shift in the field and as it comes into your body as well through your heart center, feeling a lightening and an expansiveness and a clarity all around you. Okay, so coming back here for just a moment. In the next few minutes, I'm going to be bringing you through the rest of this exercise or this session work for this vitality portion. And this is to give you a little better overview again of the work that I do and the work that you can learn for yourself. And if this sounds interesting to you, I invite you to put this into chat. You can also choose to send me an email later at carrie@embodyenergetics.com. Again, this is super helpful for you if you are someone who's wanting to learn at a deeper level yet these techniques to bring them into your own work. All right. Moving back into this process, this vitality process, I'm now moving on to the next steps that I go through with each and every one of my clients that I work with. And again, here, focusing on anything that is left that is blocking you from experiencing full vitality. Free, again, from anything that has come into your field, into your centers, or in your cells of your being. Finding that balance, your energetic body with your physical thought body, and finding that place of balance and harmony. Anything that is causing a mixed message, causing you to feel down instead of up, or slightly, say, depressed versus vivacious. Checking for anywhere on your body there has become like a hindrance, things that have taken root, taken hold, and are causing imbalances and preventing you from feeling that vitality. Anywhere that it's bringing your energy down, or where it's a struggle to keep your energy higher. A lot of shifting and movement here, some releasing as well. Releasing anywhere these old emotional patterns, old emotional memories, or the subconscious emotions that rule our day, um, noticing and releasing, destructuring them with a higher frequency of love. Releasing the emotions of doubt, distrust, lack of confidence. Releasing the density that is in your throat and upper chest, the upper back, the tightness, releasing that. Releasing the feeling of emptiness all around you. Perhaps the sense that there's nothing more. The sense that there's nothing more for you to do in this life. Your time is running out. You're not able to express your inner self the way that you'd like to. You are releasing the sense that you're held back or restricted from standing in truth of who you are, unable to make that forward progress that you'd like to make. Releasing that feeling of separateness instead of wholeness and oneness, that you are alone and you alone have to find your way and there's not support to help you. And that deep sense of unworthiness that is connected to that as well. Releasing this pattern that you've been living that's been keeping you in this struggle with maintaining energy levels and sense of vitality and life. Releasing you from like the echo of voices or teachings that have kept you feeling stuck or unable to experience, again, the expression of who you want to be. Excuse me. And noticing and releasing those places where nanobots are affecting you and creating a block from you to be able to experience, again, this sense of vivacity and vitality and higher levels of or higher emotions and expressiveness. And releasing also that place where we in our own selves have kept ourselves in this place without realizing it, without trying to, where at times we keep ourselves in our own patterns. It's releasing and allowing that to be set aside so that there's room for this higher frequency to take root and take hold. And bringing in and inviting even more energy and frequency of love and harmony to take root and take hold. And now I invite each one of you to connect firmly and fully with that experience and expression or frequency of love, and draw this or invite this love to enter and fill your heart center. And from your heart center to then fill all of the centers of your body. And feeling that warmth and love and energy and vitality move through your body, waking up those quiet, sleepy places, creating a feeling of almost an electric feeling where your body feels alive, your pain is diminished, your thoughts are more clear, you're feeling very present in this moment. And holding the space and yet opening and allowing even more of this frequency of love to grow and build. And now coming back here to this present moment, just feeling your heart and your mind and your body, feeling where you are right now, how you are right now. I invite you to share in the chat if you'd like with others what your experience is now. Feeling that calmness and harmony, I'm feeling myself, a sense of connectedness with each one of you here. A few comments in chat. Thank you. I feel more calm and balanced. Brenda says, thank you. Much appreciated. What I'd really like you to notice is what I mentioned already. Where are you physically in this moment, mentally, emotionally, and energetically? Are you feeling that connection to that life, that space around you that feels like it's living? Is it living for you? Is it a presence for you? As if you can touch this life and sense around you. Are you feeling more clear and grounded and quiet in your thoughts? Beth says, feeling more peace. Carolyn, feeling calm and mellow, diminished pain and tightness, balanced and connected. Yes, thank you. This is what the vitality portion of my clearing work does. This is what we work towards. This is what the goal is in each and every session, is clearing and opening these spaces and places to allow energy to move. This is part of some of my greater, excuse me, here, coming in. This is part of my greater programs that I do, this is a part of every session that I do. It can be combined to kind of add on to build, and yet it is a standalone that I use all the time. Dawn says, like night and day, you are an angel. The destiny of my emotional moat was like swimming in a river of cement, mostly gone now as if I never had a problem. Very grateful to you. Thank you, Dawn. So again, if you would love to hear more about this, if you'd like to learn this practice for yourself to enhance those practices that you already have, many of you here have taken lots of trainings. You've gone through lots of courses already. You have tons of skills, which is great. But if you're looking to shorten this kind of time, shorten time and space, I welcome you to schedule a call with me. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about how can we shorten this. That's something that I am teaching in my upcoming certification level 1 at the end of October. And that's again where my goal is to get you to be able to have this information imprinted in your subconscious. So you don't need papers, you don't need charts, you don't need specific tools. You can take this anywhere you go, anytime, any place. I do this all the time when I'm washing dishes, doing the laundry. I do it when I'm with my children, when I'm on the go. I don't need my computer. I don't need my papers. It's utilizing so much of the information you have. And this will give you some additional tools that you can generate kind of an opening for information to come to you of how to incorporate those other things that you already know as well. To bring it all together, it's creating a lot of openness in the centers 6, 7, and 8, so that you are able to bring in more information. You have more and more awarenesses. Yes, it's a continuation, it's a practice, it's ongoing, it's learning. Many of you here, you have a love for learning like I do. And we know that learning is forever. Learning never ends unless we shut it off, and that's no fun. So that's the goal, is bringing things together that you have already, enhancing and building and growing, creating a practice for you that you can bring with you anywhere, anytime, any place. And if you've been one who's been struggling to get those results that you've been wanting, you're like, hey, I've been working on this with people, I'm not quite nailing it. There's something that's not quite clicking, not quite connecting. That's what we're going to be targeting as well. It's to really bring these connections in, so you're getting the results with the clients you want in these shorter sessions. So I invite you again, go ahead and book a call with me. You can even post in chat. If you're interested, I can reach out to you. But looks like Brian posted there, embodyenergetics.com training. You can click on that link there as well. If you have any questions at this time, I'm totally open and willing to answer some questions for you. Or if you'd like to share with me what you experienced during this session, or if you have questions about what happened or what was happening with you, to you, as we were going through this process together, I invite you to just unmute yourself or raise your hand, and I'd be more than happy to discuss with you. So many times these questions are questions that the rest of the folks had as well. So it's always useful for everyone to hear questions. If you're like, nope, not me, I'm not interested in putting my face here, you can go ahead and post as well any questions that you have in the chat as well. Is there anyone here already that knows that they will be joining for this next certification level 1 training coming up at the end of October? Is anyone of you here already like, yep, I'm already in, I've already got myself signed up? And is there anything that you'd like to share with the rest of us as well? Like, what was there today that you took away from this? What was the learning that you took away from this? Or what was the experience? Or, and yeah, kind of a new awareness, like, oh, I didn't realize this. So what was there today? really noticed as I was doing this clearing process, there was this internal kind of a mind sense that was really wanting to pull us away during this clearing work, this session work, from that sense of vitality and wholeness and greater energy. It was as if there's, these parts of our mind that were wanting to go over here and over here, not wanting to just be with that sense of vitality. So it was really interesting. There was a lot going on in there. Okay, the comment from Grace. In other modalities, you seem to know specifically what is wrong and work on that. This is not that. Elaine, so this was specifically focused on vitality today. So your sense of vitality and energy. So it's not specific to like an issue like with your arm or your leg or something specific it was specific. It was just specific to that sense of energy and vitality, which is those essences of peacefulness and harmony and kind of openness. We do with this work. We absolutely do target those. This is a standalone process that can be targeted for your left leg or your right shoulder. A lot more up as well usually comes out during the session, but yes, this process is to be specific for certain individualized issues that someone wants to work on or yourself. Great. Margaret says, I fell asleep. My energy has been more stable since you did the 30-day remote though. Great. Wonderful. All right. Well, again, thank you for being here today and sharing your energy, because I'm sure most of you that have done this work and experienced work, like I say, so many of you are like athletes already anyway. When we put our energies together, those shifts are so fast and there's so much more powerful when we share. So it is with your generosity that you are sharing and giving your attention and your kind of heartfelt receivership as well that creates these really fun and fast transitions. So I do really appreciate it, because not only it's a receiving for all of us. So as we give, we receive more, of course, as we know that, but it's a really neat experience to go through the process together.